Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about something a little different. I generally get asked by viewers and subscribers as to what watch am I wearing while I'm driving my Jeep. Now that's a hard question to answer, only because I would have to show you my collection. So follow me and let's get started. So it's in the trunk. Here it is, guys, my collection. So in here, my collection consists of Vestals, we got diesels, fossils, got a Movado, got a few Nixons, got a Nautica, Hugo Boss, Guess, and TW Steel. Now I gotta remind you, all of these watches, except for I would say the Movado, are all oversized watches, and that's the rule of thumb. If you're driving a Jeep, you gotta have an oversized watch. Alright guys, here we are. The plan that I have for you guys today is that I'm going to actually wear all the watches that you just saw in the watch box and talk a little bit about it, kind of tell you what they are. And I'd say the best thing to do is, if you're into watches and you're driving a Jeep, you gotta have an oversized watch if you don't already. If you have like a watch, get another one and make sure it's oversized. And if you already have an oversized watch, get another, because you can never have too many oversized watches. And what really looks sick is if you have like a black on black watch, especially if you have a black Jeep. But having a watch that matches your Jeep color is awesome, because everyone knows like the way to sport a watch, especially in the summertime, is have your window rolled down and have your watch showing slightly, outside the window. Because you know what, you're driving a Jeep, and a watch is a watch. It's a man's piece of jewelry, so why not sport it nicely? So let's get started. So the first watch I got on, which was not in the watch box, is this automatic Seiko watch. I love the color. It's really awesome. It has this kind of metallic blue brown leather strap. It has a dressy look, but still has a vintage design to it, with the numbers and the shape of the bezel. It's a nice watch. Something that I can kind of use for driving as well as any formal event. Okay. This next watch that I'm sporting right now is a Vestal. I love the look of it. This has a very industrial look because of the steel, the way the numbers are punched out in the steel, and the brown leather strap, which you can hopefully see to some extent. This watch has a very rugged look. Good watch for driving. You could wear this formally, but I would say this is more for a nice outdoors event. But still kind of goes well with any nice dark colors that you're wearing. So yeah, this is a nice oversized, I would say, definitely bigger than a 45 millimeter. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Okay. All right, guys, this is another Vestal watch over here. I love this watch. It's really nice. It has this plain white face with just the numbers that stand out. This is another oversized watch. It's more of like a formal watch, but looks really nice for driving as well, just because it makes a statement. It's clean, it's big. I would suggest, or I would generally wear this watch either during the day or night. I think mainly at nighttime, when you have the city lights and the car lights hitting this type of watch, which is all white, it really stands out in comparison to a darker watch at nighttime. So I would definitely opt for wearing something like this at night over like a darker color watch. Again, it goes really nice, especially when you're wearing black, just because of the contrast. Probably goes really well with the Jeep too, especially since my Jeep is black. It's a beautiful contrast, and I think it's a eye grabber. Okay. The next watch I have here is a diesel. It's a diesel watch, very vintage, very 70s, I guess late 60s, early 70s look. The champagne glass colored, I guess it's the face that has that color. With the brown leather strap, I think it looks quite vintage and quite, it's a statement. It's a nice square kind of rectangle looking watch, which is quite rare, right? Like instead of your circular watches that one would generally wear. It's a statement. Like your Jeep, this watch is definitely a statement. Okay, here's another diesel watch. Again, kind of similar to the watch that I was previously wearing, where it has a very, I love the vintage look. It has like a champagne kind of colored face, and a nice size bezel, oversized as well. Something that is more like a daytime watch, something that you can use for driving as well. It has again a very off-road, rugged kind of color, something that goes well with the outdoor nature. Earth tone colors. There we go. But yeah, another favorite of mine. So here's another watch that I'm wearing. It's a Fossil Nate collection, white and black. I love the contrast again. Something that would really look nice at nighttime too, with the lights reflecting off the face of the watch. Very rugged looking as well, and totally love it with the Jeep look. This can also be worn formally, just because of the smart colors. The black and white contrast would go well with a nice dress shirt, in my opinion. It goes really well with the jacket that I'm wearing as well. Okay, this is my second Fossil Nate watch. Identical to the first one, but different colors. I loved the look of this one just because of the browns and the blacks. Very, I guess you could say it's earth tone colors. Super casual watch. I would not say this is a formal watch whatsoever. However, it is perfect for off-roading, a perfect mud look type of watch, rugged, out in the wilderness type of watch. It's a beauty in my opinion. I saw this one and I was like, you know what, I have to get it. Like, this is very unique in the colors. Okay, this is my third Fossil watch. This was a birthday gift to me from my wife this year. It's a really nice one. I love the again, it seems like I have this trend where I like the brown leather straps with the white face, black lettering. Very different. This one can be worn formally as well as casually. Something where, you know, I mean, if you're outdoors doing sports of any sorts or driving off-road, it's a decent watch. It's an all-rounder type of watch, which is really nice. Now this is a sick watch. This is a Movado, I believe they call it Movado Bolt. Somewhat sporty, but very formal. I love this watch because it's black on black. The strap is quite interesting as well. Like a mesh, they call it a mesh strap. I love this black on black because it looks amazing with a black suit, with a black shirt, with a black jacket. It has a very good look. Secondly, I got a black on black Jeep. So you can just imagine, like, on a beautiful summer day, keeping your with your window rolled down, having your hand kind of hanging outside with this black on black watch. You're making a statement. The diameter of the watch isn't that large. I would say it's it's close. It's about a 40 millimeter, but it really looks sharp. Now this watch, I'm sporting a Nixon right now. This Nixon watch says sport all over it. For anyone that's into like racing, red, white, gray, black, racing colors shout out from this watch right now. This is an awesome watch. I love it. It's very comfortable because it's a suede material, and it also has red and black stitches on the strap, so it matches with the face of the watch. Secondly, the bezel is gunmetal, and then you have the white face. It really looks sharp. I love it. So obviously not really a formal watch, more of a casual watch. Definitely a driving watch. Another favorite of mine. As soon as I saw this watch, I was like, you know what, I gotta get it. But it seems like a trend by all the watches that you've been seeing so far. It's like I'm telling you, I see a watch, I gotta get it. I'm a watch fanatic, which is no surprise to you by this point. But yeah. Okay, this is one of the very few first watches I bought. It's a Nixon. And this one actually has Swiss movement, which is it's a good quality. The other thing that I really like about this watch is the crown sits on the left side of the watch here, which doesn't jab into your wrist. So it's a unique watch, and it's well thought and planned out design wise. I like this watch as well because it has the outdoors kind of rugged look with the leather strap, and then the stainless steel bezel, and the black face. It's quite, I guess it's a mixture of a bit of vintage with like a rugged outdoors kind of look. Now this is a Nautica watch, similar to the other champagne color watches that I had on earlier. I really like this watch because of the vintage color of the face, and then it has like a dark chocolate color strap. Big numbers is a trend that you guys have been probably noticing already. Oversized as well. This watch we actually picked up from Niagara Falls, from one of the it was a Nautica outlet store. As soon as I saw it, walked out of the store, walked a bit further, had to turn back to the store and grab it. I just love the size of the watch, as well as it's a low profile. It's not as chunky as, like, let's say the diesels, the Nixon, the Fossil, Nate watches. It has a very thin profile, but has a very sophisticated look to it. Something that you can wear formally as well as casually, just out and about on a weekend. Alright guys, this is one of my other favorite watches. I've gotten a lot of compliments on this watch. It's Hugo Boss. It's again one of those low profile watches, just like the Nautica, not chunky whatsoever. Very sophisticated. Black and white with the seconds, the hand that's going around, the seconds hand is red. So I like that little accent within all the black and white that we have going on in this watch. Goes really well with a black vehicle, and really well with anything black that you're wearing. It's almost, I would say it's almost like a black on black watch, hence the reason that I love it so much. But yeah, I would say it has a sporty look too, as well, because you got the black, the red, and the white happening in this watch, and the wide diameter of it as well. So yeah, it's just one of those watches that really go well. All right, guys, this is a guess watch here that I totally loved. Very unique. I love the piping that kind of goes around the bezel. It has like an industrial look, and then it also has a very sophisticated formal look to it. This watch can definitely be pulled off with like a suit, as well as because of the earth tones, like, you know, the brown and the black. It looks rugged. Like, it honestly looks like a good driving watch too. It looks very sporty as well. Just they call this an aviation watch, with the triangle at 12 o'clock, and the little numbers. Like, I mean, you have the 5, 10, 15, 20s instead of the regular. Well, you do have 5, 10, 15, and 20. No, actually you don't. This is a very different watch. As well as the area that kind of just flips open over here to access the crown. It snaps back in place. So it's a very nice watch. I definitely like driving around with it. Alright guys, now this is one big ass watch. It's TW Steel, one of the first watches out in the industry to come up with a oversized watch. This is, I love the colors. I love the it's like a light chocolate brown strap with like a tan off-white cream color face. It looks, I love the look of it. It has that look of like the 60s or 70s, and I think it's great for driving around too. I don't really know if this is something that formal that you could wear in evenings with suits. However, it is definitely a sick driving watch. If you want your watch to be seen from across the street, I think this would definitely make that statement. I think it's a great Jeep watch. Definitely a Jeep watch. I think this is the first one that I'm actually saying is a good Jeep watch. Alright, and this is the last watch. Again, it's very similar to the previous TW Steel that I was wearing. Only difference is the crown does not have the previous version I should have mentioned was a canteen watch. This one is not a canteen watch. Again, the same size bezel, same size diameter. However, this is black and white, clearly. And as you can imagine, this is another favorite of mine because there are a few other black and white watches that I own that are quite similar. But in my own opinion, each watch has its different personalities and attributes. Again, this watch can be worn formally with a suit or with like a nice dress shirt. Looks great with the black jacket, looks great with the black Jeep. It's a good driving watch as well, and you know what? This watch definitely makes an impression. It definitely makes a statement out there. I've gotten a lot of looks with this. So those are my 16 watches that I wear on a daily basis. I kind of go through a watch a day and then start all over again. That's pretty much how I wear it. So for you guys that were wondering and asking what was that watch that I was wearing while I was driving, now you got an idea. And now you guys will probably pay attention, or it'll just be obvious the next time I'm driving with a new vlog. You'll be like, hey, I remember that watch. Anyways, I'm happy to be able to share that collection with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. For those that don't wear a watch out there, dude, I know you have a cell phone, but a watch is a statement. It's a fashion piece. You gotta own a watch. And if you own a watch but not an oversized watch, I definitely suggest to get an oversized watch. If you guys have an oversized watch already, sport it and get a second or a third or a 15th or a 16th. Anyways, the truth of the matter is I used to have 32 watches. Yeah, it's insane, but I sold quite a few pieces. Just wasn't wearing them. I just too many. So stay tuned. Please subscribe below. give us a thumbs up, and comment. We like to hear your comments. If you have any questions about the watches as well, I'll be happy to answer your questions below under this video. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. See ya.